Hi everybody, welcome back to another reading. The topic for today's video, is going to be what are you purging, releasing, moving away from, letting go of, completing, closing, and what is coming in. So we're just going to dive right into it. Okay, so the first message I got for what is being released is letting go of something having to do with your dreams. And this doesn't mean letting go of your dreams, but this could resemble that your vision or idea or attachment to how you wanted your dreams to play out or to look is changing somehow. You might actually be feeling some sadness over the way you wanted something to turn out versus the way that it did or didn't turn out. This is like grief, disappointment, loss, mainly disappointment, change, unexpected emotional change, heavy change. And this is the star. Wait, the Great Bear, I think it's the Star card. Let me double check. Okay, I'm so sorry. This is the Judgment card, but you can still take my interpretation if it resonates with you. Sometimes things come out for a reason, even if they're, not accurate to the description of the card. I just looked at this card, and I think there's another one that is like the North Star or the Pole Star or something, and it's similar imagery. But card number 20 is the Judgment card, which also relates to like massive changes. So this still could relate to an energy of feeling like a sense of loss or fear or disappointment or some like heartachy, kind of heavy feeling related to the overarching, like very zoomed out scale changes that kind of happen in life. So yeah, you could be surprised or you could be upset by the way that things are panning out on a large scale. You might even feel like caught off guard or like the rug was ripped out from underneath your feet in regards to a specific area of life or maybe multiple areas of life. And then, this came out for what is releasing, what is letting go. This has something to do with collaboration, partnership, what is changing. So, I have a feeling that this represents that you're going through social changes and like potentially career related or collaboration related changes. Let's see what else is leaving. I'm going to use the Prism Oracle to see what else is being let go of. What else is being let go of? So I feel like there is a big emotional release. And as I said that, the Cleanse card flipped straight over. Protection was the first one that came out. This is the back, by the way. So pretty. So I don't know exactly what this one is referring to, but we have creativity, anger in the reverse, frustration in the reverse, and cleanse. So, I feel like you're getting some huge insights. You could either be getting insights currently, or you could be about to understand the way that some trapped emotions, like in the root chakra, the first chakra, have been affecting you or playing out. Because we have anger and frustration in reverse, this is in relation to just these energies that got lodged in your system probably years ago, a very long time ago, and now they're coming up in interesting ways. The creativity card, you might literally be having dreams. I know I've had probably the worst dreams I've ever had in my life in the last 3 nights. And I've been going through a series of just purging. And then we have the cleanse card. And then the protection card regarding what you're releasing. I did feel for a split second that this had to do with mechanisms that were protecting you in the past. Like these emotions in general, you know, sometimes they arise in order to protect us. And sometimes they're no longer needed because the thing that they're protecting us from doesn't exist anymore. So you might be feeling extra vulnerable. You might be feeling, and especially with the Judgment card coming out next to the Five of Cups, like I feel like there are just really, really, really deep changes that are happening. Really, really, really profound like movements of energy happening. So I want to get some more tarot on the energy of what is leaving. And then now we have the Two of Swords reversed. Well, it came upright and then it just flipped. So one energy that could be leaving for you is this like teetering seesaw feeling of contemplating between two major things. You could feel a conflict between two significant aspects of yourself. You could feel like there's a fight going on or a battle, or like you're in and out of clarity on a certain topic. What else is being released? This just fell right out to my feet. And we have the Shaman in reverse. I think this is the Magician card. Yeah, because the Magician is number 1. The Fool is number 0. But this is, yeah, the Magician. So what's being released is your inability to manifest what you want. That's one thing. The Magician always represents the space between willing and having. So it represents willpower and manifestation. And prayer, kind of, you know, like whether we realize it or not, we're kind of constantly in prayer. And what I mean when I say that is the energy, the emotion, the vibrations that we hold and that we emit, they have an effect on the you know, the third and onward dimensional worlds. And this is how the concept of prayer works. This is how the concept of manifestation works. This is what the quote, "The keys to the kingdom of heaven are within," mean to me. And it's all represented by this archetype. Hold it up right for you. And this is the Wildwood Tarot deck. It's not a traditional Rider-Waite tarot, so the art is different and the titles are different. But this number 1 in the major arcana is the Magician, which represents all those things. So you are releasing this blockage to feeling directly connected to and directly able to influence what it is that you want to create. And that's an amazing thing to feel like you're releasing. That feels like such a relief. I feel like even if you don't feel it now, you're going to feel so much relief. So let's get into, I kind of actually want to see like what is going to happen within this process before you begin to feel grounded in the change. What else are you going to have to go through? Let me just organize these cards here. What else are you going to have to go through? Okay, so there's kind of a couple different things going on here. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Moon. I think 18 is the Moon card. I'm going to have to double check. I mean, the Moon on water, what else would it be? But I don't know because this deck uses different names. The King of Swords reversed. The Fool. And the King of Pentacles. So let me just look up really quick what the 18 card is. Okay, yes, the 18th card is the Moon. And this actually just came to my mind. So in Hebrew, 18 is chai, which means life. And so there's something about life force here, vitality. Typically the moon is associated with emotional ambiguity and this sense of ambiguity, changing, fluctuation, rhythms, cycles. Sorry, I had something on I had crumbs on my mouse, on my trackpad. But yeah, life and change and everything. Okay, so what are you gonna have to go through before things start to change? The first message I got with these cards is you're going to be like happy. You're gonna be feeling a sense of like surrounding these major changes. You're feeling a sense of happiness. You're feeling a sense of contentment. You're going to be able to connect with peace and contentment throughout these changes. 9 of Pentacles is like ultimate security and wish fulfillment. And the Fool represents the new beginning. So, you know, when you're finally in that new space, feeling grounded, you know, and following it immediately is the King of Pentacles. So it's like the new start is going to be marked by this feeling of feeling grounded and feeling really secure and really like kind of in control of yourself in a way. So yeah, like you're going to be feeling throughout this process and around the process like you have support. Even if things feel really treacherous sometimes, it's like the support is there, so don't forget that. And then there will be moments of emotional ambiguity, and it's almost as if your intellect and your like intuitive intellectual understanding of what's what is going to be taking some time to change and to catch up with your new reality, because things will be unclear for a while, but you're going to be having bursts of clarity on and off. Upright, I would say, you know, you'll be seeing clearly through the whole experience. But reversed, King of Swords with the Moon, this is like you're gonna have clarity from time to time, and you know, so just kind of allow the waves to pass and give space for your emotions to like be processed and for the things to purge out. Because I made this analogy once before, but it's like, imagine a tube, like a sewage tube, and you pull the valve and the tube drains, and it's a clear tube, so you can see everything that's going through there. But you can't see through the other side of the tube when the sewage is going through the tube. So it's like you need to wait for everything to pass through the tube before you're able to see clearly like what's going on, you know what I mean? And then yeah, this kind of represents the sewage moving through the tube, and you know, when you can't see the other side. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to put these back in the deck and then pull some cards for what is coming in on the other side of whatever it is that you're going through. I just knocked my charging cable off my desk and it made a little sound. And we have intuition at the bottom of the deck, so you're going to be increasing in your intuitive understanding. Things are going to start to make more sense at some point. And whatever it is that you're struggling with, you're going to get really good at. Okay, so what is coming in next to replace this new empty space? Once what's released is released, what will be replacing it? Oh my gosh, we have the King of Swords coming out upright, so that's a confirmation. That's amazing. You're gonna feel intellectually empowered. You're gonna feel clear. Things are gonna make sense, and it's gonna feel like, oh, you're gonna feel so relieved. Because what you're going through right now is pretty shitty. I can feel it. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So you'll feel like you're finally ready to embark on some endeavor, some project or something. Like you'll feel energy again. You'll feel like you have your stamina back. Maybe you feel really weak right now. The Tower. Okay, so yeah, things you might process some trauma or shock like after this whole experience. I mean, you are processing a lot right now, but it's like traumatic experiences don't necessarily just leave, so you might expect to revisit it in some ways, but you might be reframing it, you might be reintegrating it in a powerful way. So let's get some more clarity on why the Tower is coming up. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands. So it's like your approach, not only your approach, like the way you approach this, but the way that you're, okay, this image is coming to mind of like pulling a cord on an engine and it goes, you know, like you're trying to start up something. You're trying to start something up into gear. And the phenomenon of the act, the physical motions, the physical set of actions that's required to create this new start, that's what the Ace of Wands represents. So this is your approach, but it's not only how you look at things or how you walk towards things, but how you carry yourself, how you emotionally respond. I mean, that would be more cups, but this is like passion. This is like energetic fullness and intensity. So it's like the way, like this Tower moment that you went through or that you might still be going through is going to be reframed with a lot of, I'm getting the words like fire under your feet or something. Like you're going to have energy and fire and warmth and invigoration underneath you to power you processing this and moving through this. So it's like, while going through a Tower moment can really take the wind out from under your sails. The Tower card with this next to it represents to me having more than enough energy and like having a huge burst of just energy to like almost heal it or seal it up or whatever. Okay, what else is coming? We have the Five of Pentacles. And 11, the Woodward. Okay, let me just see what 11 is. When I pressed play, these cards just fell off my table, so give me 1 second. I'm going to put these aside, but the Page of Stones and the Two of Cups actually came out upright, but all these others came out face down, so you might be having new either romantic or platonic or emotional reciprocity, relationship connection experiences. And you might be being approached, or you might be approaching someone, or just like making some kind of new connection. So that could be something that's coming in. This feeling of mutual attraction and mutual moving towards one another in an emotionally reciprocal context. But anyway, the Woodward 11 is the Justice card. So that coming out right after the Five of Pentacles to me represents the words like hero and savior are coming up, but they carry this feeling for me of positive change and upliftment from an unfortunate circumstance. This is the unfortunate circumstance. This is the positive upliftment. The Justice card is fairness and restoration and rebalance. So the things that you feel like you've lost, they're going to be, it's like return, like the blessing will be returned tenfold is the word that I'm hearing, the phrase that I'm hearing. And this also speaks to like the way that you handle things in the midst of chaos or hard times or whatever. Like, how do you channel that energy? Do you go and spew it out to the next person just because you're hurting and you don't know what to do with it? Or, you know, do you transmute it into gold. So it's like how whatever was kind of happening dynamically during this period of loss, it's like you're going to be returned, like you're going to be paid back. And, you know, because these came out, I feel like this represents the kind of connection that you're going to be receiving because of that. And we have the King of Wands on the bottom. So this is like fearless, passionate, very excited, very direct, almost forceful kind of energy. So you could be feeling very confident, very energetic. So what is being paid back? Exactly. Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles again. So yeah, I feel like you're gonna be going from a sense of like loss and lack with the Five of Pentacles to a sense of abundance and fulfillment and almost like being taken care of and having what you want, having what you dream. So yeah, that's pretty sweet. And then let's get some final messages for what is coming. And we have the Four of Wands at the bottom, so this represents belonging. It could literally represent marriage or like communion or some kind of communal celebration. Literally it says celebration. This is the community card. Okay, so yeah, what is coming? Okay, and we have the Six of Wands. So this is like accomplishment. Well, it says abundance. Six of Wands is like achievement. Yeah, I guess abundance makes sense. It's like everything you've achieved and recognition for that. You're going to be sharing your successes and your changes with people. And then we just had the Three of Swords come out. I feel like this is a separate message, but this is just acknowledging the heartache and the pain that you had to go through in order to get where you're going. And just, yeah, I'm sorry for whatever it is that you're suffering from or going through for those that this is for. We all go through some version of heartache. And before I stop reading these cards, I just wanted to see which ones fell on the ground. We have, I'm pretty sure this is Death, 15, the Four of Swords. Yeah, so that's like you just went through something crazy, releasing, purging, changing, literally death, like uprooting, changing planets, moving across the country, across the world, having a life-changing, life-altering, uprooting experience, and then the stillness that follows this empty space afterwards. And then we have the Magician. What is number 2? Is this the High Priestess, number 2? I'll double check, and I'll double check Death as well. And then we have the Four of Cups. So following the death and the change, there is a sense of diving inward and finally intuitively understanding what the heck is going on. Okay, so let me look up these numbers. Okay, so number 15 is actually the Devil, and number 2 is in fact the High Priestess, because the Magician and the High Priestess, I think, are counterparts. Yeah, okay, so with the Devil and the Four of Swords, that still changes the meaning, but still, like I said before, if it means something to you of the interpretation that I said when I thought it was death, then you can still take that for what it's worth. But with the Devil and the Four of Swords, it is still representative of the ending of like some kind of toxic cycle or attachment. And the Devil is like a chain in our subconscious, a pattern or whatever that like plays out, again and again. And sometimes we feel trapped by it, but sometimes we're able to, do some alchemy and consciously reintegrate what this part of us is there for, what the purpose of it is. And, make the changes to consciously enact our will. Like the Magician card was one of the first ones that came out. And the Magician in this, in my opinion, is in a way like opposite to the Devil card. So yeah, that's happening. And again, this is just like taking time and going into your intuitive psychic self-sensing abilities and kind of just seeing things for what they are. So I'm gonna leave it there, and I think I'll pull one card for what's coming in from the Prism Oracle deck, and we have Cleanse on the bottom again. It's coming into place. Okay, we did one full shuffle and nothing came out, but we have Passion on the bottom. So we did get a lot of fire cards, so I do feel like there is a reignition of this connection to your soul essence, your soul energy. So, I'm just going to leave it there. If you like this video, please leave a comment. Let me know how you resonate. Leave a like, subscribe, helps the algorithm, helps my channel grow, helps more people see these messages. If they helped you, then, maybe pass it forward and do what you can to help someone else. I do offer personal private readings, and the info for all of those offerings and services is in the description below, so check it out. And if you're interested in anything, send me a message. If you want a reading but you don't see something that would work for you, or you have a specific idea of what you want to do, send me a message and maybe we can figure something out, because I want to be here to help at the end of the day. So just let me know if you feel called to work with me and you want to make it more specific, or there's something that you don't see down there that you want to do. I also have offerings coming soon, things that are in the works, and the info for that is below as well. I have a psychic and intuitive skill development masterclass available for purchase. Info for that is also in the description. And yeah, as far as my readings go, I can do Celtic Cross readings, any question readings, shadow readings, and like auric field scan readings, body scan readings, which kind of can help you break down what is going on in your field and get a bigger sense of the overarching picture of like what is happening for you. Can help you make sense of things, can help you find a sense of more grounding. And I have feeling feelings. I always say feeling feelings is one of my favorite things, and it's one of the things that I'm best at. And so I've spent basically a lifetime at this point tracking feelings, tracking sensations, and getting to understand the subtle interplay of what they mean and what they're saying and how they interact with one another. So it is a joy and a pleasure and a passion to do readings. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm coming from when I do them. But anyway, thank you again for watching, and message me if you want to work with me again, and I'll see you in the next one.